Look at almost any price tag. For $99, $19.99, $9.99. Have you ever noticed that almost nothing costs a round number? It's never $5. It's $4.99. And that missing single penny is not laziness, and it's not an accident. It is one of the oldest, most successful mind tricks ever pulled on you. And it's working on you right now. Here's the strange part. A store could just charge $5. Just 1 cent more. Nobody would blink. So why does nearly every shop on earth stop 1 penny short? Again and again, billions of times a day. To understand that, you have to understand how your brain actually reads a price. When you look at a number, you don't read it all at once. You read it left to right like a sentence, and your brain, being fast and lazy, latches onto the very first digit it sees. It's called the left digit effect. So when you see $4.99, the first thing your mind grabs is that 4. And it quietly files the price away as 4 something. Even though $4.99 is basically $5, it doesn't feel like $5. It feels like it's in the 4 range. 1 single penny drags the whole price into a lower mental bracket. That's the magic. You're not comparing $4.99 to 5. Your brain is comparing 4 to 5, and 4 always wins. But it goes further than that. Over decades of seeing this trick, we learned something without ever being taught it. That little 9 on the end started to mean something. It became a signal, a flag your brain now waves automatically that says, this is a deal, this is a bargain. Somebody sharpened their pencil to get this price down. And here's the proof of how powerful that signal is. In one famous experiment, researchers took the exact same item and tested it at different prices. Astonishingly, the version priced at $39 outsold the same item priced at $34. Let that land. A higher price sold more, purely because it ended in 9. The 9 did all the work. And before you think you're too smart for this, ask yourself, have you ever felt a rush of, ooh, that's cheap at $19.99? Ever mentally sorted something as under 20 when it was 1 cent away from being over it? That's not you being foolish. That's a shortcut baked into every human brain. The pricing just knows exactly where to poke it. Now here's where it gets even stranger. Look at a gas station sign. The price doesn't just end in 9. It ends in 9/10 of a single cent. 3.49 and 9/10. Who on earth pays in tenths of a penny? Nobody. So why is it there? Quick pause. If this just made you see something totally ordinary in a completely different way, that is your cue to subscribe. It's free, it takes 1 second, and it genuinely helps this channel grow. Tap the like button while you're there, and if you've spotted a hidden real reason of your own, tell me in the comments. I read every single one. Right back to it. It's a ghost from history. Long ago, when petrol was staggeringly cheap, fractions of a cent genuinely mattered in the fierce competition between stations and in how taxes were added. So sellers shaved their prices to just under the next whole cent to look cheaper. The fuel got more expensive, the decades rolled by, and that tiny 9/10 just never left. This charm pricing fossilized. And once you understand the 9, you start to notice where it disappears. Walk into a luxury boutique, a fine restaurant, a high-end brand. The prices there are often clean and round. $500, not $499.99, because a round number feels confident, deliberate, premium. The 9 whispers bargain. Silence whispers quality. They're playing you either way, just in opposite directions. So here's your quiet little superpower. The next time a price ends in 99, do one tiny thing in your head. Round it up. See $4.99 as 5. See $19.99 as 20. It sounds absurdly simple, but that one habit switches off the trick completely. You start comparing real numbers instead of first digits. And a lifetime of tiny nudges quietly loses its grip on your wallet. Because that missing penny was never really about the penny. It was about the shortcut your brain takes without asking you first. And now that you can see the 9 for exactly what it is, it can't sneak past you anymore. Prices poke at how your brain reads numbers. But there's another trick that pokes at something deeper, your memory itself. Ever notice how an unfinished task nags at you far more than a finished one? Next time, the strange reason your brain refuses to let go of things you didn't complete. See you then.